Welcome back, and this is our 1 point perspective video. Previously we would have seen how to draw the 2 point perspective. If you haven't viewed it, feel free to pause and view it or view it afterwards. In this case, we are starting with our horizon line. It is 1000 millimeters, and our vanishing point is at the center of the line. It is point A. I also have two squares at either end of the horizon line, and the sides of my squares are 200 millimeters each, and they are 100 millimeters below the horizon line. So right away you can see that I am pulling my vanishing lines to the vanishing point from some specific points on my squares, and we are going to be making some cuboids. If you have viewed properties of perspective drawings, or if you viewed my 2-point perspective video, how to draw it, then this is all par for the course. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to establish the depth of my cuboid. So I'm going to use the arc and the arc command with a radius of 100 millimeters. All right, so this is to establish the depth. And once I have the arc cutting the line, I'm going to pull a vertical line. And you may be wondering why I'm pulling it all the way up there. It is because the object snap kind of messes around when you are ending by another line, and it wants to snap to a random point, and I don't want that to happen. So I pull the lines past the point that I desire, and I will go back and trim it afterwards. Alright, so these are the lines, and alright, so this is me trimming the points where I would have extended the line beyond it. So that's one of the cuboids is basically done, and we're going to turn our attention to the other side. It's basically the same thing. It's a repetition. So again, we go for the arc command, and the radius is 100 millimeters. Alright, so we are drawing our vertical line here, and then our horizontal, and someone's car alarm just went off. I hope you're not hearing it. Okay, so we have our two cuboids here, and what we're going to do now is just simply change the layer so that we can highlight them and make them easy to distinguish or easy to identify. So that's one of the cuboids, and this is the second one. So in this case, for the 1-point perspective, I used two objects, two cuboids. A lot of persons do the insides of rooms, maybe a kitchen, maybe a room in your house, maybe a street. You could see how this could easily be a street running down there. But anything. For it to be perfectly symmetrical, you would want the vanishing point to be at the center, and this is it, how to do a simple 1-point perspective drawing. I hope you learned something. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already.